Have you ever felt like there's something different about you, like you don't completely belong in this world? What if I told you that this is not imagination, but a clear sign that you have been chosen for something greater? Today, you will discover the hidden signs that indicate you have a special purpose in this life, and the answer to many of your questions could be here, now. Before we continue, I want you to do 3 very important things. Leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell. This ensures that you don't miss out on content that can open your mind and guide you on the right path. And more. Comment right now, "I accept my calling." This comment is not just a sentence. It is a declaration that you are ready to recognize your true purpose and connect with the mission the universe has for you. Now get ready, because what comes next could completely change your perception of who you really are. Not all people were born to follow a common path. Some are different. They feel something special within themselves, as if they were guided by an invisible force that pushes them towards something greater. Perhaps throughout your life, you have felt like you don't quite fit into the world around you, like you are destined for something you don't yet fully understand. This feeling is no coincidence. The chosen ones carry unique signs that differentiate them from others, and recognizing these signs is the first step to understanding the purpose that the universe has in store for you. If you feel like there is something special about your journey, it is because your soul has already sensed the calling. This calling can come through inexplicable intuitions, deep experiences of synchronicity, or even a sense of urgency, as if there is something important waiting to be discovered. Those who have this different energy tend to realize from an early age that they see life in a unique way, feel emotions more intensely, and always seem to be connected to something beyond the physical world. This is not a burden, but a gift that needs to be understood to be used in the right way. But here's the truth. Not everyone who is called awakens. Many ignore the signs, try to fit into the ordinary world, and end up suffocating their true essence. If you feel this calling, don't run away from it. Accepting that you were chosen for something greater is the first step towards a transformation that can completely change your life. What comes next will reveal signs that can confirm what your soul already knows. You are not here by chance. If you've made it this far, know that this is not by chance. It's a sign that great blessings are already approaching your life. The universe is preparing something incredible for you, and maybe that motorcycle of your dreams, a unique opportunity, or even a transformation that you never imagined was about to happen. But there is a powerful spiritual key. Gratitude opens doors that previously seemed impossible to unlock. So if this message touched your soul, show your gratitude to the universe right now. Click the button, "Worth it too much," and send an amount of up to $100 as a sign of recognition for everything that is already aligning in your favor. This simple gesture strengthens your connection with abundance and can further accelerate the realization of your dreams. Now keep watching, because what comes next could be the answer you've been waiting for. Have you ever had moments in your life when everything seemed to be perfectly aligned? Like when you think about someone and they text you right away, or when you see the same number over and over again at important moments. These situations are not mere coincidences, they are synchronicities. Little signs from the universe trying to communicate with you, indicating that you are on the right path or that a big change is about to happen. The more connected you are with your essence, the more these events will become frequent and impossible to ignore. Synchronicity can manifest itself in several ways. It could be a phrase that appears repeatedly in different contexts, a book that falls into your hands with exactly the answers you needed, or even meeting a person who transforms your life at the exact moment. These signs are like codes left by the universe, pushing you in the right direction. For the chosen ones, these messages are common, as they are in tune with a higher frequency of existence. If you notice that certain patterns repeat themselves in your life, pay attention. There is a greater force trying to guide you. The big secret to synchronicity is learning to trust it. Many people ignore these signs, thinking they are just random coincidences. But those who truly awaken know that every detail has meaning. The next time something seemingly inexplicable happens, stop and reflect. Ask yourself, what is the universe trying to tell me? It may be that the answer to your biggest doubts is already in front of you, just waiting for you to open your eyes to see it. Since you were a child, have you felt like you experienced the world in a different way, as if other people's emotions were yours, as if each environment carried an energy that you absorbed without meaning to? This isn't just empathy, it's extreme spiritual sensitivity. The chosen ones tend to feel too much, perceive nuances invisible to ordinary eyes, and carry a level of consciousness that can often be a burden. If you've ever walked into a place and immediately felt a heavy energy, or been able to sense someone's pain even when they were trying to hide it, then you know exactly what we're talking about. This sensitivity can be a gift and a challenge at the same time. The positive side is that it allows you to deeply understand others, helping them in unique ways. You can be that person who always knows the right words to say, who notices small details in people's behavior, and who, somehow, manages to bring comfort where there is suffering. But there is a difficult side. Absorbing so much energy can be exhausting. It is common for people like this to feel drained after intense interactions or need moments of isolation to regain their strength. Over time, learning to deal with this sensitivity becomes essential. Practices such as meditation, grounding, and energy protection can help maintain a healthy balance. Being a chosen one means feeling the world more deeply, but it also means learning to protect yourself. Your sensitivity is not a weakness, it is a rare ability that, when used correctly, can transform your life and the lives of those around you. Dreams are much more than random stories created by the mind while we sleep. For the chosen ones, they are portals to something greater, carrying hidden messages and often premonitions about the future. If you've ever had dreams so vivid they seemed real, or if you've ever dreamed of places you've never seen and later found yourself in exactly those scenarios, know that this is not a coincidence. Prophetic dreams are signs that your connection with the spiritual world is strengthening and that there is something your soul is trying to show you. Those who have this gift often notice patterns in their dreams. Mysterious symbols often appear repeatedly, carrying messages that only make sense later. It could be a storm, representing a period of turmoil in your life, or the flight of a bird indicating that positive changes are on the way. Additionally, some dreamers have encounters with spiritual guides or even departed loved ones, bringing valuable advice and guidance. If your dreams have become increasingly intense and full of meaning, don't ignore them. Keeping a dream journal can help you identify patterns and better understand the messages you receive. The spiritual world communicates in different ways, and dreams are one of the most powerful. The more attention you pay to them, the clearer the answers the universe wants to send you will become. Have you ever felt like there was someone by your side, even when you were alone? Have you ever had thoughts that didn't seem to come from you, but contained exactly the answers you needed? If so, it is possible that your connection with spiritual guides is strengthening. These beings of light are always around us, helping us in difficult times and guiding us to the right path. However, few people are able to perceive its presence. Only those with a higher sensitivity are able to capture these subtle signs. Connecting with spiritual guides can begin discreetly, as a strong intuition or a sense of protection in times of difficulty. But over time, this communication becomes clearer. Some may experience sudden chills, hear internal messages, or even visualize images during meditation. The more you open up to this connection, the stronger it becomes, and the signs begin to appear in increasingly obvious ways. If you feel like you are developing this connection, value it. Spirit guides are not here to control your life, but to help you see the right path. Trust the messages you receive, and know that even in moments of uncertainty, you are never truly alone. Not everything that exists can be seen by ordinary eyes. Some people have a rare gift, the ability to see beyond the physical, perceiving energy fields around people, animals, and even objects. If you've ever noticed subtle glows around someone, changes in color when observing certain people, or even an inexplicable feeling of comfort or repulsion for no apparent reason, you may have this sensitivity. Auras are energetic fields that reflect the emotional, mental, and spiritual state of a being. And those who can perceive them have a deeper understanding of the true essence of the people around them. Seeing auras is not something that happens suddenly for most of the chosen ones. At first, it is a subtle perception, a soft glow around someone's head, a feeling that a certain person seems to have a heavy or vibrant energy. Over time, as this skill develops, the tones become clearer and more revealing. Balanced people often emit bright, clear colors such as blue or gold, while those who are experiencing difficulties may display darker, denser tones. This is not just a matter of visual perception, but rather a direct connection with the other person's energy field, allowing you to understand their state before they even speak a word. This gift, however, can also be a burden. In environments with many people, your sensitivity can cause you to absorb energy from all sides, causing extreme tiredness or even physical pain. It is essential to learn to control this perception and, above all, to protect yourself spiritually. Practices such as meditation, energetic rebalancing, and spiritual cleansing techniques help keep your vibrational field strengthened. After all, seeing auras isn't just about seeing colors. It's about understanding the essence of the invisible world and learning to use it to help yourself and others. Often, the body perceives spiritual changes even before the mind understands them. Unexplained physical sensations, such as tingling, goosebumps, pressure on the forehead, or sudden heat in the hands, may be signs that your energy is undergoing an intense transformation. These phenomena are not mere random symptoms, but rather indications that something deep is happening within you. Spiritual awakening often triggers changes in the body's energy flow, activating previously dormant energy centers and preparing your being for a new phase of consciousness. Some of the most common sensations include slight pressure in the third eye region, indicating that your intuition is expanding, or goosebumps that appear out of nowhere, usually when you are in tune with some spiritual truth or receiving messages from the universe. Warmth in the hands may be a sign that your healing abilities are being activated, while a tingling in the spine may indicate the movement of Kundalini energy, a powerful process of awakening consciousness. Furthermore, many chosen ones report feeling a weight on their shoulders in moments of transition, as if they were carrying a greater energetic load than usual. Although these sensations may seem disconcerting at first, they are actually signs of growth and evolution. The secret is learning to interpret what your body is trying to tell you. If these experiences are frequent, observe the times when they happen and try to identify patterns. They often arise as answers to internal questions or as warnings that you need to pay more attention to your spiritual path. Accepting and understanding these physical changes is essential to aligning your energy with your mission and allowing your transformation to happen as harmoniously as possible. Have you ever looked at the clock and seen 11:11 several times, or noticed that certain numbers seem to follow you everywhere, on license plates, addresses, receipts, and even dreams? These number patterns are not random. They are part of a communication system between the universe and those who are awakening. Each numerical sequence carries a specific vibration and hidden meaning, functioning as a spiritual code that guides your journey. The chosen ones often notice these numbers on a recurring basis, as they are more in tune with the messages sent by the universe. The number 111. It represents new beginnings and indicates that your thoughts are creating your reality faster than ever before. The 2.22 suggests that you are on the right path and should trust the natural flow of life. The 333. It is a sign that spiritual forces are all around you, helping you manifest your purpose. The 444 symbolizes protection, while the 555 announces big changes on the way. The more you pay attention to these signs, the more you'll notice that they appear at key moments, usually when you need confirmation or a push to move forward. The secret is to learn to interpret what these numbers mean for you. Whenever you notice a repeated numerical sequence, stop for a moment and reflect on what you were thinking or feeling at that moment. These messages don't come by chance. They are a reminder that you are being guided and that there is a greater force working behind the scenes in your life. The universe speaks to those who are willing to listen, and numbers are one of the most direct forms of communication. For some, nature is just a beautiful setting. For the chosen ones, it is a living, vibrant presence that communicates in a subtle but powerful way. If you feel a deep connection with the natural world, as if walking barefoot on the earth recharges your energy, or if being close to trees and rivers brings an inexplicable peace, then your soul already recognizes this connection. Nature is a source of spiritual wisdom, and those who are awakening often notice signs around them, such as the constant visits of certain animals, changes in the energy of the environment, or even intense sensations when touching certain plants and crystals. Many chosen ones report that when going through periods of intense transformation, they feel an almost instinctive desire to be outdoors. This happens because nature's energy has the ability to balance and harmonize our vibration. The trees act as purification channels, the rivers carry dense energies, and the wind seems to whisper answers to those who know how to listen. Furthermore, animals often appear as spiritual messengers, bringing profound symbolism to those who are attentive to the signs. If you feel this connection with nature, know that it is not random. It's a call to align yourself with the natural rhythms of the universe and find answers where most people don't look. The earth is a living organism, and those who know how to connect with it discover a level of peace and wisdom that cannot be found anywhere else. If you've ever felt deep sadness for no apparent reason, felt exhausted after talking to certain people, or realized that you can capture someone's emotional state just by being close, then you carry a level of empathy that goes beyond the norm. This gift is one of the most striking signs of the chosen ones, as it means that you not only understand the emotions of others, but feel them as if they were your own. In some cases, this can feel like too much of a burden to carry, as constantly absorbing other people's pain and concerns can be emotionally draining. However, this sensitivity is also one of the greatest spiritual gifts, as it allows you to understand the world in a way that few others can. Extreme empathy isn't just limited to people. Many chosen ones also feel a deep connection with animals and even the places they frequent. Loaded environments can make you feel suffocated, while places full of good energy can instantly bring relief. This heightened perception is a reflection of your ability to capture vibrational frequencies around you. However, when there is no control over this sensitivity, empathy can become a problem. You may end up carrying pain that is not yours, feeling constant emotional weight and sometimes even developing physical symptoms due to the excess accumulated negative energy. Learning to manage this empathy is essential for those who carry this gift. Energy protection techniques, such as creating a vibrational shield or using practices such as meditation and herbal baths, can help keep your energy balanced. Remember, feeling too much is not a weakness, but a powerful skill that, when used well, can transform lives. You were chosen to understand and heal, but that doesn't mean you need to suffer in the process. The secret is finding the balance between helping others and protecting your own energy. Have you ever had the feeling that something was going to happen even before any logical sign? As if a deep premonition appeared out of nowhere, warning of a situation that was yet to unfold. This gift known as heightened intuition, is one of the clearest signs that you carry a special connection to forces beyond the physical world. For the chosen ones, this intuition is not just an occasional coincidence, but a powerful tool that manifests itself all the time, whether through dreams, inexplicable sensations, or even a simple knowing that arises within the mind. This sixth sense is like an invisible radar, capturing energies and revealing messages before they materialize on the material plane. Those who have this ability tend to predict events with impressive accuracy. Sometimes it's just inexplicable restlessness before receiving unexpected news. Other times, it's an internal warning to avoid certain places or people, even for no apparent reason. And when they ignore that feeling, they often end up realizing that they should have listened. This sensitivity also manifests itself in everyday situations, such as when you think about someone and they get in touch soon after, or when you feel that a specific decision will bring about important changes even without concrete evidence. All of this happens because your mind is aligned with subtler layers of reality, accessing information before it becomes visible to others. But this intuition doesn't come out of nowhere. It grows stronger as you learn to trust it. Many people ignore these signs, doubting what they feel and trying to look for rational explanations for everything. However, the truly awakened know that intuition is an extremely reliable spiritual compass. The more you listen to it, the stronger it becomes. Start noticing the moments when this instinct appears and realize how right it has always been. This is one of your greatest gifts, the ability to see beyond the obvious and walk confidently, even when the path still seems uncertain. Have you felt since you were little that there was something wrong with the way the world works? Have you always questioned everything without accepting ready answers or superficial explanations? If so, this is another sign that you are part of the rare group of people who have a greater purpose. The chosen ones do not conform to what is imposed. They feel, from an early age, that there are hidden truths that most people never realize. This restlessness leads them to a constant search for knowledge, exploring topics that go beyond what is taught in schools or social traditions. They want to understand the real meaning of existence, to know why we are here and what the true role of human beings is in this vast universe. This search can often be lonely. While most are content with conventional narratives, those who awaken realize that there is something more behind it all. They begin to study spirituality, universal laws, subtle energies, hidden history, and everything that can help them decipher the mysteries of life. This thirst for truth is not a whim. It is an inner calling, an almost uncontrollable need to find answers. And the most interesting thing is that the more they learn, the more they realize that the world is not what it seems to be. There are forces operating behind the scenes of reality. There are hidden patterns in the way events unfold, and there is a reason for every event that occurs in your lives. What separates true seekers from the rest of people is the courage to follow this journey to the end. Many feel the call, but few have the strength to question the system and seek answers on their own. The road to truth is not always easy. Sometimes it requires giving up old beliefs, abandoning social circles that do not understand this search, and facing the discomfort of realizing that almost everything we have been taught is nothing more than a limited version of reality. But those who persist are rewarded with something priceless, the freedom to see the world clearly, to understand their own mission, and to align themselves with the true flow of the universe. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately felt that something was wrong, even with no apparent explanation? Or have you noticed that when you're happy, the people around you also seem to instantly improve? This happens because your energy has a direct impact on the world around you. The chosen ones carry a more intense vibration than most people, and this means that their simple presence transforms the places they pass through. This phenomenon is not just a subjective impression, it is a direct reflection of your energy field. which constantly interacts with everything and everyone around you. People with this ability tend to attract attention, even without meaning to. They arrive in an environment and, without saying a single word, they already arouse curiosity or admiration. Sometimes they can even cause discomfort in individuals who have hidden intentions, as their pure energy interferes with denser vibrations. Furthermore, your presence can both calm and intensify emotions. When you are at peace, you are able to transmit this serenity to others. But when you are agitated, you can have a strong impact on the environment without realizing it. This effect is not something that can be turned off, as it is part of its essence. Understanding and controlling this energy is essential for those who have this gift. If you feel like you influence the environment around you, learn to use this skill consciously. Energy protection techniques such as meditation, grounding, and visualizations can help keep your vibrational field stable. Remember, your energy is one of the most powerful tools you have. It can heal, transform, and illuminate the path of many people as long as you learn to use it in a balanced way. The universe gave you this gift for a reason. Now it's up to you to decide how you will use it. There are moments in life when you feel deep in your soul that you were born for something beyond the ordinary. A constant restlessness grows within you, as if your existence has a greater purpose that has not yet been fully revealed. You may have tried to ignore this feeling, conforming to society's standards and following traditional paths, but this inner voice never goes away. This is one of the strongest signs that you are a chosen one, someone who came to fulfill a special mission, something that goes far beyond the routine and expectations imposed by the outside world. This calling can come in different forms. An inexplicable desire to help others, a unique talent that seems to flow effortlessly, or even a defining event that completely changed your perception of life. Often those who carry this mission go through intense challenges before understanding their true purpose. You may have faced hardships that seemed unfair, moments of extreme loneliness, or even a feeling of being out of place in the world. But none of this was in vain. All the trials you have faced have been like tests, preparing your soul for something much greater. The chosen ones often go through periods of existential crises, where they feel they need to completely change the direction of their lives. And when they finally begin to align with their true mission, everything around them begins to transform. The right people appear, opportunities arise, and the universe seems to conspire in favor of this new path. But accepting this call is not simple. It involves courage, as it means leaving behind what no longer resonates with your essence and launching yourself into the unknown. It means giving up certainties and embracing the faith that the universe will always guide your steps. However, those who answer the call never regret it, as they discover that living in alignment with their purpose brings a sense of fulfillment impossible to find in anything else. If this feeling is already within you, if you feel that you were born for something greater, then perhaps this is the time to stop fighting this truth and finally accept what has always been before your eyes. Now that you've gone through all these signs, the final question is inevitable. Are you really ready for this transformation? Because understanding that you carry a special gift is not enough. You need to act. Spiritual awakening is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process that requires commitment and courage. Many feel this calling, but few are willing to walk through the door and accept the changes that come along with it. Being a chosen one does not mean your journey will be easy. On the contrary, the higher your purpose, the greater the challenges that will test your strength. But those who have the courage to follow this path discover a completely new reality, where everything starts to make sense and where every piece finally fits together. The big revelation is that you already have everything you need within you. Your instinct has always tried to guide you. Your intuition has always whispered the answers you were looking for, and all the signs have always been before your eyes. What remains now is just one decision. Are you going to continue ignoring these calls, clinging to what is familiar and comfortable? Or will you finally accept your mission, open yourself to this transformation, and allow the universe to take you to where you were always meant to be? The choice is yours, but one thing is certain: once you awaken to this truth, there is no going back. If you made it this far, it means that this message was not by chance. The universe brought you to this moment because something inside you already knows the answer. Now, the decision is in your hands. The only question that remains is, will you accept your calling